All right, guys, so you're wanting to hook up an auto flasher, and you got a nice truck like this. Might be a Tremor, might be brand new like this 2021, depending. But more importantly, it might have a gigantic off-road bumper with a winch with 2 light bars and 4 auxiliary fog lights already on the front of it. And that's a lot to take off if you wanted to take that grill out and take the headlights out. So if you are in this instance, I'm going to show you the way that we do it. We'll pop the cover off of here. That'll allow us to run your wiring behind there and hide it if you want. You don't need to pop the cover off. You could always run the wiring across the top here and put it in a nice split loom. But if you drop your wires down here on each side, okay, which is fairly easy to do, you just drop them right down in there. And then you come around this way. You got a couple of fasteners in here to take out for the wheel well. It's a 10 millimeter. Yes, this truck is lifted. I definitely took advantage of that because it's a lot more room here. You may want to jack yours up and pop the wheel off. You might want to turn the wheel left or right. Anyways, 10 millimeter fastener, a push fastener, and a couple of 5.5s that are hidden kind of up around here. But anyways, once you get that down, back here's the headlight connector. You can see here, we've popped the headlight connector. We've taken away some of the factory covering very carefully to not nick or damage any of these wires. And we've done our wire swap method, which is we use the terminated end here and we remove the factory wire, which you can see more of in the video link provided right here. So we've removed the factory wire and we've installed our wire with the proper terminal, and then we have a mating terminal here underneath the heat shrink that goes to the factory wire. So this way we could cut this away, clean it up, and put this wire back if we ever want to. And it's also cut-free installation. So this is our wire swap cut-free for the Super Duty. You can see you fold back the inner fender liner here, and you can get at the fog lights, had there been some, and the headlights here. And I'll walk you over to the other side. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on this truck. Definitely a lot of stuff. You can see the same situation over here. We were able to pull this back enough to be able to get some access into here. Now, don't be a gorilla when you pull it back nicely so you don't damage it, screw it all up. Don't cross thread any of the fasteners like the person who was here before me did, and you'll be all right. Same deal here. You can see how we've swapped the factory wire for our new wire for the Wicked Warnings Auto Flasher kit, and we've tied back into the factory wire. Of course, this is our input and this is our output. This is going to the light. This is coming from the truck. So that's how that works. They're both going to come up here. You can route them all pretty like you want over here. Right about here is where I'd mount my module, just so it's easy to service. And you'll tie into your auxiliary switches right here. You find I like to flip that auxiliary box upside down to get your access to the wire. Don't forget to fuse down here, depending on your load. Of course, always check your amperage of what you're attaching and fuse appropriately here. That is up to you. I don't know what you're attaching to them. You can attach multiple things to one switch. So totally up to you to check that out. Thanks again for watching. Hope this little tutorial on alternate method for the Super Duty front ends helps you out. Anything I missed? Anything you think you could do better? Give me a ring, let me know, drop a comment.